Okay, let's dive right into this because honestly, there are very few things more painful than searching your own name or your business's name and seeing negative, damaging information popping up right at the top of Google or, right there in an AI search result. It's especially brutal when you feel like you're being unfairly targeted, right? But what's almost as frustrating as the bad search results themselves? It's trying to find the right partner to actually fix them. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into the data surrounding the top online reputation management companies in Canada for 2026, because right now, the market is flooded. There are so many vendors out there claiming to offer reputation management, but when you look under the hood, they're actually just software providers, web developers, or general marketing middlemen. You end up paying them month after month, and they literally fail to move the needle. So today, we're taking you on a smart buyer journey. We'll cover the online reputation problem, navigating ORM service types, how to choose a provider, ranking Canada's top firms, and finally, exactly why Reputaforge ranks first. Moving into Section 1, the online reputation problem, and the very real pain of negative search results. Because this industry is just so crowded with unqualified vendors, we really have to ask ourselves, what actually happens when Google turns against your business? And listen, this isn't just about vanity. Not at all. It is about real revenue impact and customer trust. Think about it. A single outdated news article, one unfair review, or a sudden PR crisis can completely derail your hiring decisions and absolutely destroy your bottom line. Reputation management used to just be for celebrities, right? But today, a local business or an individual professional can have their entire livelihood threatened by just a single wave of negative social sentiment. It's wild. Okay, Section 2, navigating ORM service types and identifying your specific problem. Let's look at the actual categories of online reputation management you might run into. First up, there's negative content and mugshot removal. Now, this requires direct relationships with webmasters and a really deep understanding of legal frameworks. For example, Canadian privacy law, specifically PAPETA, actually gives individuals a ton of leverage to force the removal of mugshots and arrest records compared to other countries, which is a huge advantage. Then you have review management. This is absolutely vital for local businesses like restaurants or medical practices, where those star ratings literally drive foot traffic. There's also real-time crisis management for those sudden PR disasters, and personal reputation management for executives and founders. But perhaps the most fascinating frontier right now? AI and answer engine visibility. As more and more people ask tools like ChatGPT or Gemini about a brand instead of, typing a traditional Google query, your reputation isn't just about blue links anymore. It's about how an AI literally describes you in a generated paragraph. That's a real game changer. But what happens when a devastating article absolutely cannot be legally removed? So the crucial point is you have to deploy a strategy called SERP suppression. When outright removal just isn't possible, this is the mandatory next step. SERP stands for Search Engine Results Page, and suppression means you are aggressively building and promoting stronger, highly relevant positive content so that it outranks the negative stuff and physically pushes it off the first page of Google. It's a highly technical SEO-based digital cleanup, and to be totally transparent, it realistically takes about 3 to 6 months to meaningfully shift those results. And this brilliantly illustrates why you can't just hire a standard PR firm to do this job. Let's look at the comparison. Traditional PR? It's fantastic for proactive brand building and leveraging media relationships. But digital suppression is an entirely different beast. It is a reactive digital cleanup driven by hard search mechanics and SEO. Finding an expert who understands the algorithmic mechanics of Google is a completely different ballgame than finding someone who knows how to write a good press release. They are two totally different skill sets. All right, Section 3, how to choose a provider and evaluating the agencies. Here are the 5 non-negotiable criteria you absolutely must look for before signing anything. Number 1, real expertise. You need a team with actual backgrounds in SEO, PR, and digital law, not just some general marketing shop. Number 2, a track record of best results. Don't just settle for nice testimonials here. Ask for real before and after search results screenshots. Number 3, transparent pricing. Reputation work can range from a few $100 all the way up to 6 figures, so a good provider is going to explain exactly what drives that cost. Number 4, method transparency. If an agency won't tell you how they plan to suppress a link, run. Seriously, run. You do not want black hat tactics violating platform rules and making your problem infinitely worse. And finally, number 5, absolute privacy and confidentiality for sensitive cases. Let's move to Section 4 and see how this builds into ranking Canada's top firms. The countdown begins. Here is a quick look at numbers 5 through 2 on our list. Coming in at number 5 is Reputation.ca.
They've got a long Toronto-based operating history, which makes them the go-to choice for local Canadian SMBs who really want a domestic partner they can meet with face-to-face. At number 4, we have Meltwater, which is heavily geared toward enterprise organizations. Coming in at number 3 is Ranking Digitally. They're ideal if you don't just need reputation repair, but you actually want to bundle it into a wider, aggressive digital marketing and SEO package. And taking the number 2 spot is Solve Communications. Founded by a former news anchor in Manitoba, they are absolute powerhouses when it comes to navigating senior-level crisis PR, managing hostile press, and traditional media relations. I actually want to pause briefly on Meltwater, our number 4 pick, because it's a really great example of just how diverse this market is. See, Meltwater isn't actually a done-for-you suppression agency. What they provide is incredibly powerful global media intelligence and social listening software. This is a tool that an enterprise company's in-house communications team would operate themselves to monitor crises and AI-generated answers. It's a brilliant platform for sure, but it's vital to understand that it's an analytics tool. It's not an agency that's going to go in and manually push down your bad links for you.
And now, Section 5, Why Repiforge Ranks First, the comprehensive model. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is Reputaforge. They are a comprehensive online reputation management company serving businesses and professionals not just in Canada, but across the US and Australia as well. They handle the whole shebang, everything from legally complex mugshot removals to local review management, all the way up to massive corporate crisis containment. They really do it all. Now, what's really interesting about this is how they break down their specific 3-step model. They don't just do one thing. They uniquely combine the distinct disciplines required for total reputation repair. Step 1 is aggressive content removal wherever possible. Step 2 is SERP suppression for what legally can't be removed. And Step 3 is sustained digital marketing, SEO, and web development to really lock those positive results in place long-term. And this leads us to a brilliant breakthrough in how campaigns are managed. The source material points out that by having everything under one roof, clients avoid what's called the coordination gap. Think about it like a giant puzzle. If you hire a lawyer to remove a link, but then you have to hire a totally different SEO agency to write and rank positive articles, those timelines are absolutely going to clash. Because Reputaforge keeps removal specialists, SEO strategists, and content writers working from the exact same strategy on the exact same timeline, the campaigns simply succeed faster and with way less friction. And honestly, perhaps the most surprising part of their market leadership is that this highly effective, all-in-one comprehensive service model is actually accessible. Their base pricing for reputation repair and ongoing SEO starts at just $4.99. That really puts things into perspective, right? It proves that top-tier digital cleanup isn't just reserved for Fortune 500 companies with massive, bottomless budgets. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Are you ready to match your specific reputation problem with the right expert partner? As we've seen today, whether you need enterprise software, traditional crisis PR, or a comprehensive all-in-one suppression firm like Reputaforge, the key to taking back control of your digital footprint is diagnosing the exact problem and demanding true, proven expertise to solve it. Protect your brand, ask the hard questions, and please, don't let an outdated search result dictate your future.